Y'all know what we're here to talk about. Yeah, y'all know what we're here to discuss, and we're going to discuss a lot of it, man. Survivor Series overall was a great show. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very well done. But the two big returns that happened that night, an epic night that will never be forgotten. First, Randy Orton comes back. Now, we already knew he was coming back because WWE already announced it, right? They promoted it and everything. And when he finally came out, I mean, Randy Orton looks incredible. He looks in phenomenal shape. He came out super jacked. I mean, he looks great. He looks great. Got in the War Games. Didn't have to do too much, but I mean, hey, he showed that, he looks pretty healthy and that he's okay. He hit a couple RKOs, showing that his back was fine and everything. Randy Orton is back. And I'm hyped for it. I can't wait to see, what storyline he goes in next, what his next purpose is. I'm excited to see what the future holds for Randy Orton, and I'm excited to see him back. But man, that ending. As wrestling fans, we should know better that anything is literally possible. Anything can happen in wrestling. Literally anything. It still don't even feel real. CM Punk is back in WWE, bro. He is back in WWE after 9 years gone. He is back in WWE, bro. Anything is possible. I know all the CM Punk haters out there, they salty, they drinking that salt right now, and they upset and everything. Listen, WWE is a business. CM Punk is clearly good for business because of this reason.
You can say this about CM Punk. Love him, hate him, positive, negative, whatever you want to say. People talk about him all the time. He is a magnet for that. He is a conversation starter. And it's tough to look past that. And for me, if our fans want it, if the WWE Universe is excited to have it, then let's go. And we'll figure out the rest of it from there.
Now, will his WWE run end up good without drama and stuff? I don't know yet. None of us know yet. We just have to wait and see. Maybe it turns out something good for WWE. Maybe it turns out something bad. But they're taking the gamble, which is not a bad move. Like, there were some things that happened in AEW that were just unfortunate, and, things just didn't work out there. Comes back to WWE, and this honestly probably is going to be his last run. I heard he signed a multi-year deal, so this is probably going to be his last run, honestly. Like, if it don't work out here, then it's probably over for Punk. I just want to point out the fact, too, CM Punk isn't the first person to leave WWE on really bad terms, say some bad stuff about the company, and then come back to the company years later and squash all the beef and drama they had. Bret Hart was one of the most hardest working superstars WWE had for years, and was one of the most loyal superstars WWE had for years because he took less money to stay with WWE because he didn't want to go to WCW. And WWE literally pretty much forced him out of the company when they screwed him in his own home country against the one guy he hated in WWE, the one guy he was legit beefing with, Shawn Michaels. And he said some pretty bad stuff about WWE when he left. He wasn't happy on how the situation happened and everything, and, pretty much trashed the company. Came back. Squashed the beef. They made amends. Bro, WWE literally put out a DVD about the Ultimate Warrior tarnishing his legacy, literally dragging him through the mud. The DVD is literally called The Self-Destruction of the Ultimate Warrior. They put a whole DVD out about this man's career, tarnishing this man's legacy, and then he came back. Squashed all the beef. What we just saw was like Shaq and Kobe. Shaq and Kobe were great together, then they had their little drama and little issues going on. They split up, Shaq goes to Miami, Kobe stays in LA, and then, for a couple of years, they just weren't on the best terms. And then, they come together as they get older, become more mature, and, they squash all the beef and everything, and they both, apologize and other stuff. That's what we just saw with Punk and Triple H. Now, we don't know the conversations they had behind the scenes, but obviously they talked about some things. They, buried the hatchet, squashed some things, and CM Punk signed on the dotted line. Wrestling, especially in the WWE, is a business first. WWE's always been about business first. Now, whether or not, this will be a good decision, because WWE doesn't always make the best decisions. They've made some good ones. They've made some bad ones. And the CM Punk decision is like a gamble. It may turn out to be really good for the company. It may turn out to be really bad for the company. We don't know yet. But if it turns out to be really good for the company, oh my gosh, the major plus for the WWE is going to be crazy. If it turns out to be really bad, well, you know what? Hey, at least they tried. Now, yes, I saw Seth Rollins' reaction. Now, whether or not it was a work or not, nobody really knows. Y'all don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Now, I know Seth Rollins has said some stuff in past interviews about CM Punk that he's not his biggest fan, he doesn't like him and everything, called him a cancer and stuff like that, so I know he doesn't really like CM Punk like that, but I do believe business is what WWE's all about, and Seth Rollins and CM Punk will be able to squash him in and work together. That's what the WWE tells them to do. Like, that's what WWE literally does. They literally made Edge, Matt Hardy, and Lita work together in a storyline after Edge literally stole pretty much Matt Hardy's girl after years. Like, that's more personal than you could possibly get right there. Like, that was a legit thing. Like, Lita cheated on Matt Hardy with Edge, and WWE said, oh, that's going to make us a lot of money. Let's put them together in a storyline. And they literally had to work together in a story.
And the first thing Vince says, he says, Adam, Matt, you know the WWE is my company, right? And we look, yeah. He says, you know that this event, SummerSlam, is my event that I created, right? And we go, yes. He says, you know that I have rented this venue for tonight, right? So this is basically my arena. Do you understand that? And we go, yes. He said, you know that wrestling ring out there? That is my wrestling ring. Do you understand that? Yes, we do. He said, I'm going to tell you about this right now. If either one of you go out there tonight and try and take liberties with each other, if you try and intentionally hurt one another, I am the most powerful man in this industry. I promise you, neither one of you will ever work a day in this industry again. Do you understand?
If they were able to pull it off professionally, Seth Rollins and CM Punk should be able to do it as well. Now, we all know Vince isn't in charge anymore, but, Triple H is his son-in-law, and I'm sure he's learned a lot of things from Vince. WWE don't play, bro. Like, they do not play. Like, if, two people have issues and they tell y'all gonna do a storyline and work together, then that's what's gonna happen. And y'all better be professional about it, otherwise there's going to be some issues. If the Punk thing works out for them, though, WWE is going to excel even further. The roster they already have looks great. You have literally, winning talent from all angles. The women's division looks great. Your mid-card division looks great. And your top talent, big main event stars, looks incredible now, adding Randy Orton back, plus CM Punk to that as well. WWE is really cooking with the roster they got right now. And if the Punk situation does work out for them long-term, oh my gosh, bro, I can't even tell you how incredible that's going to be for the future.